If you are struggling with consistency, I have 3 tips that won't make you feel like you're punishing yourself or that you're doing something that you don't want to do. My family and friends call me one of the most disciplined people they know, which is very interesting to me because I would not describe myself as someone who actively does things that I don't want to do. When I think of discipline, I think of trying to find a way to do something that you don't want to do consistently. That reminds me of grind and struggle culture, which I personally just do not enjoy or identify with. So say you're struggling with consistency and being faced with a thing that you don't want to do in a day, but you've set a goal for. The first tip is to check in and do it for your future self. And I'm often not talking about far in the future. I'm actually just talking about yourself tomorrow. Does future Lauren tomorrow want to be someone who has done this? Or would it be easier on future Lauren to have done this tonight? From skincare routines to even washing dishes, it just adds a different perspective. I'm like, absolutely yes, I want her to have a more easeful day, or I want her to wake up tomorrow with ease. For longer goals and facing fears, I ask myself, is my future self someone who has done this or does this consistently? If you are thinking about that person and like where you eventually will be, it makes it slightly easier to make the first step for yourself. The second tip is to celebrate and honor your past self. I was talking to a friend yesterday about how it's been fun and energizing to post every day, but today felt really hard. Say you've been working consistently at something for a month, but you're feeling discouraged. Before I quit, I check in with the self who was doing that work. Like, if I keep going, could I better honor her or the time she invested or the part of the goal that made her excited? It helps to root in a version of yourself that felt more hopeful than you do today. The third and last tip is I try to only think in very, very short time increments. I do not commit to doing stuff for future Lauren or past Lauren for months or years. It's helpful to chunk it into what I'm willing to do that day or in that moment. It's easy to spiral if you make the time window too wide, so think about it as doing a small favor for a friend.